Let me start with something simple but profound. Human beings have a secret weapon. It's not strength, and it's not speed, and it's not even intellect, although some of us might like to think that it is. It's actually our ability to see, our ability to make sense of the world through looking at it. And we can process images far faster than you can just with words alone. And this has always been how we've made sense of our world. It's how we've survived, how we've communicated, how we've evolved. That is the simple superpower that StructureFlow is built on. And since I was last on this stage 3 years ago in Miami, we've taken that simple idea and we've transformed it into the gold standard for how the world's leading firms are using visualization to empower their people and their clients. We've never needed this superpower more than we do today. The world of business is getting more and more complex, more entities, more regulations, more moving parts. Every deal is this complex web of dependencies. It's hard to see and it's harder to control. And this is not just a problem of understanding, it's a problem of control itself. It's about owning complexity, not being owned by it. Because all deals start the same way. Tons of data and documents and know-how scattered across people, systems, inboxes. It's really, really hard to understand what's going on. And for decades, we've used static tools to be able to cope. Tools like PowerPoint, Word, Excel. But they can't keep pace because all they do is create static pictures of things that are just always changing. We shouldn't have to read our way to understanding when we actually want to see it. Visualizing is no longer enough by itself. We have to take back control. And our vision for StructureFlow is to evolve visualization into infrastructure for orchestrating business relationships, to create a visual system that allows you to work with complex relational data, pulling it in from anywhere and visualizing it and turning it into a living model. And that's a model that doesn't just show information, it's wired into it. So if you change the visuals, the data updates as well. And if you update the data, the visuals respond. It's a two-way communication between how people think and how their systems operate. What we're building is a command center, a place where you can command the chaos. And whereas once upon a time, people were diagramming in order to visualize, we can now digitize and automate that process. We can ingest data from multiple sources, apply domain intelligence, and transform it into a living model. We've got a long way beyond diagramming because this is about mastering complexity, not muddling through it. Every deal, it has the same rhythm to it, whether you're mapping a complex structure or navigating a high-stakes transaction. You need to bring all of the different pieces into one connected workspace. And then you need to be able to move seamlessly from the big picture into the fine detail, to test different scenarios, and to act with total confidence. We call this process map, model, and move. So first of all, map. StructureFlow allows you, through our interface, to map every entity, every relationship, every dependency, all in extraordinary detail. Upload a document with 100,000 words, and within seconds, it's turned into a visual model. The picture forms itself. And then model. Use your expertise to model different scenarios. Change a parameter, a controlling interest, an effective date, a covenant, and see the whole model update and reconfigure itself in seconds. That's power. It allows you to test outcomes before they've even happened. And lastly, move. This is where you turn insight into action. You set things in motion. You bring your model to life. You orchestrate all the different steps in your deal by assigning and sequencing. This is where you can turn complex structures into simple visual stories that anyone can understand, aligning investors, deal teams, advisors around a shared understanding of the truth. With StructureFlow, you'll unlock insights that you could not previously see. You can make your next move confidently, decisively. Every decision is defensible. You can win the room. And by navigating that information landscape and bringing information all into one place, you have an opportunity to change the act of thinking, because the act of modeling becomes the act of thinking, of seeing, of connecting, and finding new direction. And with your secret weapon primed, you can execute with complete confidence. Every decision comes from total understanding, and you can dominate the deal. Not in a nasty way, in a nice way, in a confident way, because you've mastered the complexity. You've earned the trust of everyone you're working with because they've seen that you understand. And then you're able to take them on a journey and close on your terms. But that's not where this ends, because once you're making winning decisions, you can structure entire deals around them. Imagine a world where that same visual interface is connected into all the underlying systems that you use. Entity management, document automation, payments, compliance, every single layer of enterprise orchestration that you can think of. That's quite something, because if you do that, with one click of a button, the documents can draft themselves. Workflows can trigger automatically. And that is the future that we're building at StructureFlow. So when I think about the future of the industry, I don't see machines replacing human beings. I see human beings finally working with technology that thinks the same way that they do. Because our secret weapon, our superpower, isn't automation. It's what it's always been. It's our ability to see, to be able to understand through seeing, and then to act on what we understand. The world is only going to get more and more complicated. But complexity is not the enemy. It is the terrain. Those with the power to see through it, the confidence to navigate it, the ability to orchestrate it, they will shape it. Because if there is one thing you need to know in order to win, it's everything. Thank you.